Before we continue the messiness of this best friend telling her best friend that her husband hit on her before they became best friends, let me get into this. Look, you guys have told us we were talking about dating apps over the course of the last couple of days, and you guys have been calling us and telling us how tough it is out there right now. This is a legit Tinder profile, right? At first, people thought this dude was trolling, right, just to get negative responses, because that's a great way to live your life and wake up. But this is what he wants. This was his demands, his requests for a date.
Demands.
Okay? That's what he's looking for in a woman.
Okay.
Got to be 5'8" or shorter. All right. Must live close enough to be at my house within 10 minutes after I've made the call.
So specific.
Right?
Okay.
It is tough in them streets online, man.
I'm going to wait I'm going to withhold judgment
Okay?
until I hear the rest of this.
Must be genuinely passionate, intelligent enough to be good company, having the ability to take D, and very attractive.
Stop. Come on. Come on, fam. Come on.
As Cassie's face
Wow.
is the shining example of being appalled.
Man.
No, it gets better.
Oh, it does.
Oh, this is the one
going.
that's-
What a gift.
Man,
Yeah,
just
right?
telling you what he wants.
This is the one that's really going to put you over the top, okay? You have to have a body fat percentage.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. It says if you have a body fat percentage higher than 8%, and then in capital letters, swipe left.
Wow. What does this man look like?
You want a corpse? I mean, come on now.
Must be employed and have a car. Must be open to spontaneous, freaky, crazy, SEGGZ.
And he wants somebody intelligent, and he can't even spell.
Did he say sexy?
Yeah, I mean, he did sex.
He wants that freaky seg.
Y'all don't know nothing about that?
Oh, no. I know about segs. I just can't believe somebody would put it in their Tinder bio.
Segs. Prefer to walk around without clothes. And finally, must know when to speak and when to shut TF.
Oh, my God. What is he bringing to the table? Minimum wage and a paltry 401k. Ooh, what a catch.
I have to see his picture. Do you have a picture?
I do not have
Of course not.
I do not.
He don't have one on his profile?
He does. He's
Oh, he
out there.
does?
He's got to be out there.
Yeah, I didn't do the deep dive
Okay,
on it, but I'll
okay.
let you guys do that. But I just want to say, for those of you guys that have been calling up saying it's tough on these apps, I get it. I get it. If this is what you got to choose from.
Unless you're a
dealing
woman
with.
listening that, can check off all these boxes and you're good with the segs, go for it.
Hey, I enjoy sex. What the hell?
My ass is like, I love Segs Benedict. It's delicious.
Sex Benedict.
I like my segs over easy, baby.
But that's why my body fat ratio is above 8%.
This guy is so
Guys are so stupid. That's an idiot.
Oh, what an idiot.
That's an idiot.
Yeah, that's what's out there, man.
Good luck, ladies.
That is what's out there.
I'm going through all the eggs. I'm like scrambled segs.
Segs over easy.
Sunny side up, sex.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, what a moron. All right, so the messiness of this whole thing just will not end either. About
No,
the
it
best
won't.
friends and the husband coming on to her before they were best friends.
Oh, okay. I got to get refocused, y'all. Sorry. All right, so here we go. Getting you all caught up. Elise wanted to confide in her best friend that her husband had hit on her prior to them becoming friends. If you remember, a man she works with was hitting on her, wanted to take her out, was not wearing her wedding ring. People in the office ended up telling her, that dude's married. Nothing ever happened between the two of them. But he was crossing the line, hitting on her and flirting with her so openly. She's at a company party and sitting at a table with a woman. They hit it off. Lo and behold, it's his wife. They unexpectedly ended up forming a pretty strong friendship, and now they're besties. Over a year later, Elise has decided that she finally wants to tell her best friend what her husband did. And surprisingly, she did it. And the friend took the news well and thanked her. She didn't flip it around, didn't turn it on her, no hate towards her. It was almost kind of like she knew her husband was up to something, and that was the confirmation she needed. At that point, Elise had no idea how the BFF was going to handle it with her husband. It ended up being a no drama update because he didn't show up to work that day. So Elise started to get worried. So she reached out to her BFF to make sure everything was okay. Elise's BFF said she and her husband stayed up late that night talking. He was upset that Elise had told her, and he denied everything. He said Elise must have misinterpreted what was going on and that he was just being nice and welcoming in the office. Then the BFF told Elise she didn't know if they would get counseling or how they work everything through. So Elise wondered how he would be towards her when he does come back to work. The BFF told her husband he better not be rude to Elise and just ignore her and move on. So did he come back to work? When he came back to work, how was their interaction is what we got to get caught up on.
Mo has the update.
Hey, yeah. That's how it started.
It did.
So he finally came back to the office yesterday. And wow, I was just sitting at my desk when I saw him walk in and my heart sank. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I definitely wasn't prepared for what actually happened. He marched right over to me, started going off about how I was full of myself. And I thought he had been full of myself if I thought he had ever been hitting on me and that I should never say anything like that to his wife again. And then he threatened me.
Ooh.
I was so taken aback that I didn't even know how to react. I was just like, what the heck is happening right now? It was so surreal, and it felt like some kind of bad dream. I mean, I know that I told his wife the truth about what happened, and I don't regret that. But I never thought it would escalate like this. And now I'm left wondering if I've made a huge mistake. I don't really know what to do from here. I feel like I should talk to HR about the whole thing and make sure that he's not allowed to threaten me or anyone else. But at the same time, I don't want to cause any more drama. It's all so complicated.
Well, he can't just go around the office threatening people.
Mm-mm. And then there's the whole thing with his wife. She's still my friend, and I don't want to jeopardize that relationship. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I don't think I should have to tolerate someone being threatening towards me at work. It's a real catch-22. Anyway, that's the update for now. I'll keep you guys posted if anything else happens.
I just feel like this is so self-inflicted. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it at this point, but I don't really recall what your guys' advice was on this. I think I told her just shut up. It's in the past. Big deal. She said she wanted to avoid drama. Of course this is going to be dramatic.
Well, yes. If you're going to tell your best friend that, oh, yeah, by the way, your husband hit on me before we were friends, it's going to cause an issue.
I have some of this in me also. I understand that now. Thank you, Kristen. The folks that say that they avoid drama at all costs, a lot of times run right into it. Hi, hypocrite over here.
Head first.
So I can spot it, man. And she ran right into it.
She did run right into it. My issue was in the very beginning. Like, after you found out that this was this guy's wife, you never should have forged a friendship with her. Like, that was just, it was too messy from the get-go. Mm-hmm. And that was running into the drama fire from the very, very beginning.
True. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I feel for her because obviously it's not her fault. At the same time, she didn't handle it the best. And with the fact that they all work together, that's the thing, that she has to work with him. That's probably the reason I wouldn't have said anything. But yeah. I also get why she felt like she had to get it off her conscience, but it's really nothing she can do now but play it out.
100%.
But he can't threaten her. Like, I know he's upset. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I would get that documented with HR.
I think you have to, probably. Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcast.